Hello students, welcome to our second module of class 8 Geography, Resources and Development, Chapter 4 Agriculture. In this module, we will discuss about commercial farming as well as about the major crops. Commercial farming. The main objective of commercial farming is trade. The cultivation of crops and the rearing of animals is done mainly for commercial purposes. This type of farming is practiced on large, vast areas. Most of the agricultural activities are performed using machines. Commercial farming is capital intensive. Commercial farming can further be classified into three types, that is commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantation farming. Let us begin with commercial grain farming. In this type of farming, crops are grown for commercial purposes. For example, for sale or export. Wheat and rice are some common crops. Commercial grain farming is practiced on the lands spreading over hundreds of hectares, which are called farms. Such farms are far from the populated areas. Different types of modern high-tech equipment are used for cultivation. This type of farming is typical in temperate grasslands of the world, like the prairies of North America, the steppes of Russia, and the pampas of Argentina. Due to moderate rainfall, short growing season, and severe winters, cultivation is restricted to a single crop in this type of farming. Mixed farming. In mixed farming, cultivation of food grains and rearing of animals are practiced together. Both the activities are practiced on the same land. Besides food grains, fodder for animals is also grown in this type of farming. Animal products like milk, eggs, meat, etc. are obtained. In this type of farming, modern machinery and advanced technology are used. Cow dung is used as a natural manure which increases the fertility of soil and also enhances crop production. Farmers practice crop rotation method to maintain the fertility of soil. Mixed farming is practiced in the highly populated areas of USA, Argentina, Southeastern Australia, New Zealand, South Africa and some countries of Europe. Plantation agriculture. It is also a type of commercial farming. The crops are mainly grown for profit and resemble factory production. In this type of farming, a single crop is cultivated on a large area. It is both labor intensive and capital intensive. The products obtained from the plantation farming are processed in nearby fields. Efficient means of transport are essential for transporting the plantation crops. Some plantation crops are tea, coffee, spices, rubber, banana, sugarcane, and cotton. Plantation farming is mainly practiced in tropical countries like the rubber plantation of Malaysia, the coffee plantation of Brazil, and the tea plantation of India and Sri Lanka. Now let us talk about the major crops of the world. Crops can be divided into food crops and non-food crops. Now let us discuss about the food crops. Rice. Rice is the major crop of the world. It is grown in the tropical and subtropical regions. It requires high temperature and heavy rainfall. It grows well in alluvial soil with a clayey subsoil, as this type of soil can easily retain water. China is the largest rice producing country, followed by India, Japan, Sri Lanka and Egypt. Wheat. The second most important crop next to rice is wheat. It grows best in the temperate regions. It requires moderate temperature and average rainfall during the growing season and bright sunshine during harvesting. It grows best in areas of well-drained loamy or alluvial soil. Wheat is extensively grown in the United States of America, Canada, Russia, Argentina, Australia and India. Millet. These are coarse grains such as jawar, bajra and ragi. They grow well in the dry and hot regions. It requires high temperature and very low rainfall. Sand soil is suitable for their growth. The leading millet producing countries are India, Nigeria, China and Niger. Now let us talk about the fiber crops. Cotton. Cotton is a fiber crop which provides raw material to cotton textile industry. It requires high temperature, less rainfall, and 210 frost-free days are required. It can be easily cultivated in black soil and alluvial soil. The major producers of cotton in the world are China, United States of America, India, Pakistan, Brazil, and Egypt. India is the second largest producer of cotton in the world. Next comes jute. Jute is also called the golden fiber. Due to its yellow color and the valuable foreign exchange it earns through export. It requires high temperature, heavy rainfall, and humid climate. It grows well in alluvial soil. India, Bangladesh, and Brazil are the leading producers of jute in the world. Now let us talk about the beverage crops. First comes tea. Tea is the most popular beverage and plantation crop. Tea is made from the leaves of the tea plant. It requires a warm and humid climate and average rainfall of around 150 to 300 cm yearly. Tea needs well-drained loamy soil and its cultivation is confined to hilly slopes. The major tea producing countries are India, Sri Lanka, Kenya, and Bangladesh. Next comes coffee. Coffee grows in tropical region. Coffee powder is made by roasting and grinding coffee seeds. Coffee requires warm and wet climate and normal rainfall. Coffee needs well-drained loamy soil. It grows on hill slopes at an altitude of around 500 to 1500 meters above the sea level. Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world, followed by Colombia, India, Ethiopia, and Indonesia. Let us rewind what we have learned today. In commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared and grown for sale in the market. Major crops of India are rice, wheat, millets, maize, cotton, jute, coffee, and tea. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing of livestock. Let us see what you have grasped today. Here are some questions for you. Your question number 1 is, the crop that is known as coarse grain is dash, and your options are A. millets, B. wheat, C. rice, or D. flax. And the correct answer is A. millets. The question number 2 is, golden fiber refers to dash, and the options are A. cotton, B. wheat, C. coffee, or D. jute. And the correct answer is D. jute. The question number 3 is, which of the following is the leading producer of coffee in the world? And the options are A. India, B. Brazil, C. Japan, or D. Russia. And the correct answer is B. Brazil. It's practice time now, and here is some homework for you. Your question number 1 is, explain briefly the difference between commercial farming and subsistence farming. Your question number 2 is, name the fiber crops and also mention the climatic conditions required for their growth. The question number 3 is, what is plantation agriculture? And the question number 4 is, which are the major crops of the world? In our next module, we will move to Social and Political Life 3, Chapter 7, that is Understanding Marginalization. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.